What's going on, guys? Luke here from Mr. Crypto UK, bringing you episode 3 of my mini-series, which I'm going to be doing 5 days a week. Going over the market as of today, as of right now, at 12:30 on a Wednesday, and then talking about one aspect of something that I've sort of seen or know, and trying to share with everyone else to just build everyone's knowledge of the whole crypto world, and yeah, hopefully someone gets some insight and some knowledge on what I'm talking about. So right, we're starting about the market. The market today is looking pretty standard, as in it's not doing a huge amount. Yesterday and the last couple of days, it's been slowly going upwards, and it is sort of slowly trending upwards. You can see last 24 hours, but there are some sort of regressions here, a few, but let's just say it's not really doing a huge amount right now as of today, which is fine because we've seen some little bit of steady growth up to like 300 billion market cap. So if we just have a quick look at the actual market itself, you can actually see that it's okay, but it's not doing a huge amount, and it hasn't really done a huge amount since sort of end of last year when it was that huge, like actually meant. You can see here, you know, it's down here. And I would say it's not doing a huge amount. It's right down here. 300. It's been lower, of course. 250, 250 again. But it's pretty low. Since, like, you know, it's sort of the same as around November time last year. So that's a little bit of time for definitely in this market where things can just change in a week. So yeah, that's that. So right, talking about one little added extra before I actually go into what I'm going to talk about is that on like the 10th to the 15th of August there's an ETF decision on the whole of Bitcoin. So Bitcoin becomes an ETF. If you want to know what an ETF is, it's literally just this exchange traded funds, and you can do your own research into it. But I just wanted to touch over gold. So gold, they had an ETF first launched on March 28, 2013 here, and the trend line of Bitcoin, which I showed you here, is actually very similar to how it looked. Obviously this isn't an accurate chart, this is just an approximation, but the actual, if you look at the actual details of the gold version of the graph, along with Bitcoin and market, it looks very similar. Actually looks very similar, and you can see here it was trading at $332 an ounce, I believe, and it jumped to around 1,600. Obviously over a period of sort of 5 to 10 years, but the fact that it did as soon as an ETF was announced, which is really interesting just to see, because you can sort of compare Bitcoin and the cryptos against some of the maybe the bubble, the internet boom, sort of back in 2000s and stuff, 1999, all that sort of thing. So it's really interesting just to sort of delve into. But what I'm going to talk about today is something to do with Hashflare. Now, I've been talking about it a little bit, but it seems that Hashflare decided that all contracts on the SHA-256 are basically being liquidated or destroyed or cancelled or whatever. It doesn't actually say that, but if you read it, it pretty much says that. And it doesn't actually say a lot, it just says that they basically can't do it anymore. I checked my account, and I still have my contract there, which is weird. But basically it's saying that they're gone, which is why I talk about diversification, because, you know, if I put all my money into Hashflare thinking, great, let's do this for a year. Obviously at the time I had no idea what was going to happen with the market, the difficulty of Bitcoin mining and so on and so on. I would have lost everything, and then I probably would feel a little bit bitter about ever really going into it again, which is a shame, because this is, if I could look at myself and see that, I'd be missing out on an opportunity. But that's how everyone's felt, definitely after Christmas time, and this is what you would feel if you put all your money into one basket. To me, yes, I put in maybe £1,000, but I'm not too worried. But yeah, if you want to go to their website, they'll have some information on this. But basically, Hashflare's had to change their outlook on how it's going, because the maintenance fee, so your like sort of rental fee, was just too high. and no one making any money. So unfortunately, if you have or do have any SHA-256 contracts, you're basically not going to be paid out ever again. So yeah, that's the video. Short and sweet, to the point. Hopefully these two little aspects are just something interesting about the market at the moment. Yeah, so hopefully you enjoyed it. So smash a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.